Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's Up With That, the show that brings you interesting people, places, cultures, and subcultures here in the South Bay, the San Francisco Bay Area, the state of California, and beyond. And tonight, what's up with Andrasia? Who is Andrasia? And when can we expect to hear Andrasia at the top of the Billboard 100? Well, we have a very special show tonight featuring a local artist who is well on her way to becoming a superstar. Along with her is a team that seems to be very dedicated, hardworking, and I think that's what makes it in the industry. I've spoke to Andrasia before and found that she has a dream, a vision. She's going somewhere. She's willing to work hard, and I think if you work hard, you're going to make it. And this one, Andrasia, she's going to make it to the top. You watch. Please welcome to the show, Andrasia.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fine.
Good.
Madiu.
Yes, sir.
Aha, see, he is the producer.
Yes, sir.
And we have Mr. J.E. He is the publicist. And tonight we're going to talk a lot about Andrasia, the music that they make as a team, and what's up with Andrasia. So let's start off with you. How did you become interested in music?
Since I was young, you know, all of my family, since I grew up, my mother, my father, my cousins, everybody around me pretty much did music and had an instrument in their hand. So, you know, since I was young, I've been exposed to it. So.
And you have a story. You came from Western Africa, correct?
Yeah, well, my grandparents were born in Cape Verde, and
which has a wonderful musical history.
yeah, it's actually a small island off the coast of West Africa, and that's where my grandparents are from. And I grew up listening to a lot of that music, so I like to kind of incorporate that in what I do as well.
And so, how'd you hook up with her?
Basically, I started doing music about like 4 years ago. Met her, she was interested in doing music and pursuing a career, and I was doing music, going to school at Expressions. We linked up, I loved her voice. I felt like it was a style that can work with my musical style. We got into the studio, and history was then.
She just went.
Yeah, history was
She
then.
just,
Yeah.
From that point, it was going.
and as a publicist.
As a publicist, I met Madiu and Andrasia through a mutual friend of ours, Stubby, who's also a hip-hop rap artist. And he brought him to my office at Verse Sneaker Boutique, aka Marketing Kings. We sat down and talked. You know, he sent me their music. I checked out her MySpace page. Had an opportunity when we in the meeting, you know, to talk with them and see what their direction was. And from the gate of listening to their music, I mean, you know, I was like, I need to be a part of this. You know, from her look to her sound, and then from her motivation, I can hear in her voice and her I can see her drive for the music industry and perfecting her craft. I was like, I need to be a part of this.
Yeah, she got a good head on her shoulders.
Definitely.
I mean, when I talked to her before this interview, I remember something stuck in my mind. I was going through my notes when you had said that I would record songs in my closet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. You
Yeah.
know, taking advantage of whatever means. You know,
Yeah.
that's the kind of person that I think when you get there, you know, it's much more a phenomena because you've worked your way up there, and you know, and there is that struggle.
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom and build
Yeah.
your way up. So.
So what's your inspiration in the songs as a collaborative effort? I mean, when you sit down, how do you begin to decide what you're going to do, what you're going to sing?
Well, we start off with a basic, you know, beat, a basic, maybe just the bass line of some song, and then I start off writing the melody, or come up with the melody for it, and then I write the hook for it, and then I record the hook, and he builds the song basically around my vocals, so it can mesh really well together, and that's how we start off, pretty much.
And this process takes
A while. It takes about like sometimes weeks, sometimes a couple of days, you know, depending on how she's feeling. You know, me as a producer, I like to really bring how she's feeling to the table, you know, and put it out there on her music. So making music that she feels and she can.
and
Like,
you have to. It's not going to work if you
definitely,
don't do it that way.
It's just, and then it'll just be a recording, you know, if we did that. It won't be like her personality, her feeling, you know, what she's really feeling at the moment, and it won't work as far as like getting to people and touching people to understand what she's going through at that particular time or
Right.
such.
And what do you like to sing about?
I like to sing about what I'm going through at the moment. Like,
Mhm.
if I, you know, with relationships, you know, I like to sing about love. I
Yeah,
like
all the complicated
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, I'm simple, so.
Depending on the day, right? It's
Yeah,
like, uh-oh.
you know, depending on the day and what I'm feeling that day, that's what I write about pretty much. But I like to write about positive things and things that are going on in the world and inspirational stuff,
Right.
you know.
We've been talking about your music. We're going to see one of your performances that
Okay.
we filmed earlier here in the studio, and we'll talk about it after we see this. So
Cool.
what is this number called?
My
Explosion.
Yeah.
Explosion, yeah.
Explosion. So this
Yeah.
is Explosion by Andrasia. Check it out.
Love's a lethal weapon, how could I ever forget it? The way you touch my body, I gotta give you your credit, cause never had it quite like this, you are my deepest fantasy. Would lose all of my money if somebody took you from me. Got that bottle of baby, I need you next to me. Never lonely when you're not around, 'cause I feel you in my dreams, yeah. And when you rub up on me, I can feel you just like that. Come on. So what's your deepest fantasy? 'Cause every time I feel your love, I get this feeling deep inside. Everything you do makes me explode. 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 Everything you do makes me explode. 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 Just like an explosion, my body's burning up for you. Just like an explosion, my temperature is through the roof. You're like a genie, 3 wishes is just enough for me. Wanna be the one to stand with you and never, never leave. All eyes on you whenever you walking down the street. You got 'em wishing they was with you, but all you see is me. And that's why I'm right for you. I'm loving the way you move. I said I'm loving the way you, yeah. Explode, explode, explode. Everything you do makes me explode. Explode, explode. Just like an explosion, my body's burning up for you. Just like an explosion, my temperature is through the roof. Yeah. When you touch me, then I go crazy. Yeah. It's like a, it's like a, it's like a, it's like a volcano eruption. Oh, it's like an explosion. Yeah, it's like an explosion. You got me, you got me, you got me, you got me. A volcano eruption.
All right, we're back here with Andrasia and her crew, I guess I'll say. And I want to ask the publicist, what is the image that you're working on for Andrasia? What are you hoping to?
Her music is a motivational music. It is an inspiring music. It is information or music that's taking what's going on in the world and putting it out there and saying when and talking about it. So we want to do that. Like, so we want to put that motivational music out there. We want to put that empowering music out there. We want to
We need
empower
it.
young women, girls, and have her have good role models out there. Big stars like and be a part of popular culture, like you would say a Beyonce or someone like that is. And that's what my vision with her is, and just how their whole process of how they make the
Right.
music. Then I take that music and I take that and we combine it with the photo shoots that we do, and we try to tailor and get that out there and market it and help market her and put her in the places and have her meeting the people that she
Right.
needs and performing in front of the people that she needs to perform in front of,
Yeah.
so that people can see that
Right.
hard work, see that energy, and hear that music, and which I believe and which we believe they'll be a fan
Yeah.
of once they hear it.
Right. And you, I mean, it's a very interesting point that you brought up, because you look at some of the artists, newer audiences, and the way they're being marketing right now, and I'm thinking in particular of like Lady Gaga. You know, I love Lady Gaga because she's so different,
Definitely.
but she certainly is not. But
And you need someone that's along that line or counter to that. You know, because
Yeah.
you know, I'm a fan of Lady Gaga as well, and she puts good music together. So but you need that balance. You need
Right.
to say, you know, someone that's, you know, steering you in the right direction, and then that's just entertainment.
Right.
And we want to extend beyond just simple entertainment.
Right.
You know, we want to be educational as well.
And
so
that's a great mission. I mean, that
Definitely.
we really
Thank you.
need that in the music industry.
Yes.
The producer.
Yes, sir.
The producing is a endless job. It never stops.
Never.
How much time do you put into producing daily, let's say?
Well, for me, producing is a 24-hour thing. I do it every day, all day.
You dream it, right?
I dream it. I think about what I'm gonna do next. You know, whether it's working on a song with her or other artists that I work with. I would say in a day, for me personally, when I make a track, it takes me up to like 8-12 hours to do it. I'm not really a producer that just produces something in like 30 minutes or an hour or something. I really take my time and really get it to where it's me. You know, it's not like I'm trying to tailor it to just mainstream. I want it to
gotta
be
feel right.
Yes,
Yeah.
it has to feel right. So I would say I spend about like 8 to 10 hours a day working on music, 7 days a week.
Just blaring in your head all the time.
Blaring it in my head.
But that's real.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. So you're also from West Africa.
Yes.
How has that played into your dancing, your style, your rhythms? Is that a part of the
Big
whole
part,
scene?
a big part. Well, we're really looking to make an international push. You know, I grew up listening, before I started listening to hip hop and R&B, I grew up listening to a lot of world music like Salif Keita, Yusuf N'Dour and stuff. Just being from Senegal and knowing how to play traditional African music. So, and she got into it when we met. I put her on to learning African dance, and she started taking African dance, enjoying it, excelling at it really, really fast. So we try to incorporate that definitely into everything that we do.
Right. So the choreographer. Who is the choreographer?
Her name is Zaini, and I met her, and I just love her. She's so good. She's so talented. She's done a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of videos and stuff. So I saw her, and I fell in love with her choreography, and I just had to have her on
So what's
the team.
special about her choreography that is uniquely you?
She just meshes well with me. She knows, she looks at my body, she watches me dance, and she knows what I can do and what I can't do, and she just kind of molds, you know, molds it in from there. She's really good.
So how long does it take to put together a song, choreography-wise?
Well, we did Motivation. We did that pretty fast. It took like 3 days straight, like 6-hour rehearsals.
Yeah,
And,
that's long.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that, and then we did it pretty fast, and we learned it, and it fit. Like all the movements fit me really well. It was really easy. And
I could see with this group here that you have the connection that I think is important, and
my
the
other
motivation.
dancer, she's really good too, Dana.
Yeah, tell me about your dancer.
Her name's Dana. She's actually my cousin.
Is she?
And yeah, she's so dedicated, and she's always there, and we're always working hard, and we love to work hard.
Which
Yeah.
is important. Really
Yes.
Very important, very important. It's key.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's important,
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Yeah.
It'd be really hard to just do it on your own.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
teams win. Teams
Oh, yeah.
win,
Well, they do.
That's a moniker. and a
You got a
saying that I
good team
learned.
here, I can tell.
Teams win.
So you made a music video. We're going to watch a music video right now.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this music video.
Okay, well, this song is called "Hit Me on My Aim," and it's my first video ever.
Okay.
And it's with my friend MacArthur, and I wrote the song because there's a lot of kids out these days that use the AIM, AOL
Right.
Instant Messenger.
Yeah.
So I wanted to connect with that crowd.
Right.
So I wrote it, and my brother liked the song, and my brother actually shot my video for me, my first video.
Wow.
And we shot it in a day.
It's a family affair, huh?
Yeah, we have to
Definitely.
involve the
Right.
family and stuff. It's
Well,
a
that's
good
great.
thing.
So we're going to take a look at this video right now.
Okay.
Hit me on my order for Avon. Have you singing high pitch like Akon? Black and Buddies got me on lock like bail bonds. UVA, UVV, that's me. If you're feeling lonely, hit me on the aim, please. You my main squeeze, yeah, my aim fling. I ain't gon' tell it, let Mac and Jay sing. Hit me on my aim, you can hit me any day.
Oh baby, dial my number. You need a friend and I'll be there, shoulder. You talk the tough, you're calling on me. I just wanna be a shorty. All you have to do is call me, yeah, yeah. Hit me on my aim, why you do your thing? Hit me on my aim, hit me on my aim, aim.
Cool breeze on a summer day. I was in my drop and beat it to the teeth. That's when I seen a little diva out on the block and I had to meet her. That's when I pulled over and got out my ride. Get a spray of Versace and a stick of stride. As I approached her, looked her in her eyes, and so shorty was surprised that I was on her love. That's when I took her by the hand, asked her if she had a man. With a sweet smile, baby reply, single and independent, just live life. I said, oh, if that's true, I wanna get to know your little lady, and that's cool. What is your name on the end? She said ANDREZIALUB. Yeah.
Hit me on my aim, oh baby, dial my number. You need a friend and I'll be there, shoulder. You talk the tough, you're calling on me. I just wanna be a shorty. All you have to do is call me, yeah, yeah. Hit me on my aim, why you do your thing? Hit me on my aim, hit me on my aim. Regardless, you're everything I know, and every little song that's up on the radio reminds me of what we have. Gone for a minute, but we always bring it back. And they jealous 'cause we so tight. Compliment your swag. When we undercover, know you like it like that. I did it real low, bring it up kinda slow. Give me what you need. I'll be your fantasy. There's nothing you can tell me, just hit me up on my end. Chillin' in the crib, but why you doing your thing? I'm not hating on your grind, just as long as you have time for me. All my ladies, if you feel this, put your hands in my. All my fellas, wave 'em around like you just don't care. Hit me on my aim, oh baby, dial my number. You need a friend and I'll be there, shoulder. You talk the tough, you're calling on me. I just wanna be a shorty. All you have to do is call me, yeah, yeah. Hit me on my aim, why you do your thing? Hit me on my aim, hit me on my aim.
Now, wasn't that awesome? I'm telling you, rising up the charts. It's not going to be too long before Andresia's up there. Well, you know, when you look at some of these, you know, we watch videos and, you know, everyone's moving and dancing or whatever. And we assume it's not really that hard, I guess, you know, because we've seen so many of them that it's like, okay, well, you know, they did it. This one does this one. How hard is it to dance and sing and, you know, for an extended period of time?
Actually, I love it. Like, I'm kind of crazy. Like, I just love to work hard, and it, like, I can go over the same thing over and over again for like hours and not care. Like, it's fun to me. It's long, and you know, you get tired, but you know, in the end, you know what the result will be. So it just doesn't.
And that's the perfectionist in her,
Right,
to keep
definitely.
going over the same things over until it's right and how it's, and it can be, so it comes across as best as it can be.
So you feature other artists in your songs.
Love to do that.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some of the people that you featured in your songs and
Okay,
your connection to them.
I featured a couple of artists that are in the Bay Area, in San Francisco, in that area. One is Bailey, Champ Bailey, and He's an artist that's up and coming as well, and we did Candy Girl together. And I also featured on AIM, which you guys just saw the video. It's MacArthur, and my little cousin is in the beginning of the video. His name is Uva, and
Well, that's great.
yeah, I love to feature
You're
people on
raising
my
a family
songs.
of superstars. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's a comfort zone too.
It is. You know them, and you know that they'll do the best that they
Right.
can do. So I love to feature people on my songs. It's fun. You know, it makes a song entertaining. You know, you want to hear my voice the whole song. That's cool, but you know, you want to hear other people too
Right.
come in sometimes. And
Have you ever had a bad experience in collaboration? I don't mean bad, maybe uncomfortable.
yeah, you know, there's been times in the studio where the chemistry hasn't been there.
Right. I mean the prima donna syndrome, you know.
Yeah, there's been that. There's been that.
Yeah,
Isn't there
definitely.
always, right?
Yeah.
Potentially, especially.
It's
in
about
entertainment.
chemistry and about who you know connect with and
Right.
who you can, you know.
You can't go to the studio with everybody.
No.
Right.
can't.
It just wouldn't work. You know,
Doesn't
a,
work.
A
It
big
It
part
makes
of
it hard
songs.
for you too,
Yeah.
especially because
Definitely.
it's distracting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wanted to mention something about?
Well, I just want to say that Andresia is really the first vocalist, the first female artist with JE Media Group, which is the company as a whole that I represent, that I run, and I'm building at the same time, because we're all together. We're building ourselves up. And with JE Media Group, basically, I'm an entertainment concierge, and that just means that I look to answer or help with anything along the entertainment spectrum. So for with Andresia, one of the biggest roles to fill in is her publicist to help shape that image, to get that out there, to get her connected with
Right.
the people, to we can do further collaborations, to put her in the opportunities for the shows, and how we even got introduced to and the opportunity to be in this interview. And things like that, and then gather the resources that we need to do.
Everything happens
videos.
for a reason.
Exactly.
You know. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the interview. What are some of the aspects of the music scene? Let's start with you that have surprised you.
As far as
As far as, I mean, has there been anything that's, I don't know, people hanging around?
with me that I don't like.
Yeah.
Some things. There's people that aren't as professional, and being a woman, in the industry, it's kind of hard sometimes. But
Is this a male-dominated industry?
seems like it is.
Most
But
definitely.
Don't say that to
Yeah.
Beyonce. though.
but we're trying to change that. We're trying to make it even. So, but yeah, there's been times where we've been in the studio and artists have that big ego and they
Right.
think they can say anything they want
Yeah.
and they
And
don't.
they probably do.
Yeah.
Okay, we have only a couple seconds left for each of you. I want you just to say, a 10-second comment about why you're here.
I am here so people can know who I am and what I do as far as my music and my writing, and I'm here to promote everything around me, all the people around me, and I'm here for everyone.
Cool.
I'm basically here. I'm here to be who I am, producer. Just give
destiny.
give my skills to the world and to those who want to accept what I have to give, and just have fun and live life.
And when I first met you, you're a very nice person.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
I think she's very lucky. And you?
I'm here to support my client. I'm here to help Andresia step into her purpose and give her the tools and resources to get those things done.
And watch her as she rises.
And watch
to the
she
top.
rises.
And take care of her.
Exactly.
She
Always.
take care
always.
of her. All right. Well, that's it. To our viewing audience, thank you, all of you, first of all, for coming. And
Thank you
for
for having
having
me.
us.
doing some great music.
Definitely.
To our viewing audience, as always, if you're walking down the street and you see something interesting and you wonder to yourself, hey, what's up with that? Well, tune into our show, What's Up With That, and maybe you'll find exactly what you're looking for. And we're going to end with another song from Andresia. Good night, everybody. It's called Motivation.
New Andresia and T-Boy. Hey. Hey, yo, girls, let's get him. Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Let's go. I'm trying to ride for you. Hey, go Motiviation. I'll be your motivation. Yeah. C-Boy, AK, Weez, and Andrezi. And we gon' do it like, hey, 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 hey. Yeah, C-Boy. Yeah, baby, if you need some motivation, then come here, baby girl, no hesitation. Other dudes wanna put you on probation. Me, I wanna see you succeed in placing. Know everything that you need and what you facing. Baby, let me help you break through the complications.
Yeah.
Let me relieve all the stress off your facing.
Okay.
Get you to a place where it feel like love making. You got plans, trust I'ma wake 'em up. Like 415, shaking the equator up. And we can do all the freaky stuff. But it's
Yeah.
finished before pleasure. When you done, I'll be waiting up. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
What you need and have your day.
Yeah. Let's go.
I wanna be the one that rides for
I'm
you.
trying to ride for you.
Motivation behind everything you do.
Let it go. O-C-I-V-A-T-I-O-N.
I'll be your motivation.
I'll be your motivation.
Motivation
Let's
to
go.
inspire all the
Let's go.
dreams.
Yeah. Andrezi.
The direction
You know,
that you need.
We gon' do it like, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
To be all that you can be.
Hey, hey.
Oh, baby. You
Let's do it like this.
motivate me.
Yo.
Come on.
I know what's up, baby, I can read through your mind. But like the sun in the sky, see we gon' shine. No waiting, we're moving like the speed of time. It's me and you, baby girl, moving on the grind. You got dreams, well I'ma help you while you trying. And when they say you can't do it, I'ma hit your line. To lift you up like caffeine, truth, no line. You ain't there yet, but we gon' make it on time. You my sunshine, need you like it's crunch time. Just don't wanna hit you like a punchline. I'm trying to be your Troy Aikman, play that you facing. If you need a fix, girl, I got your motivation.
You
Yeah.
want a girl that knows your fantasy.
Okay. Okay.
Give you what you need and have your day.
Let's go. Let's go.
I wanna be the one that rides for you.
Okay, let's do it.
Motivation
Yeah.
behind everything you do.
Yo, echo, M-O-T-I-V-A-T-I-O-N.
Yeah, I'll be your motivation.
I'll be your motivation.
Motivation
Yo,
to inspire
Yeah.
all your dreams.
fire all your dreams.
The direction that you
One more
need.
kid, we gon' do it like, hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey,
to be
hey,
all that
hey,
you can
hey,
be.
Hey, hey,
Oh, baby,
what it is?
you motivate
Let me know what it is,
me.
Andrezi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's Dedicated, hardworking, and I think that's what makes it in the industry. I've spoke to Andrezi before and found that she has a dream, a vision. She's going somewhere. She's willing to work hard, and I think if you work hard, you're going to make it. And this one, Andrezi, she's going to make it to the top. You watch. Please welcome to the show, Andrezi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fine.
Good.
Madiu.
Yes, sir.
Aha, see, he is the producer.
Yes, sir.
And we have Mr. J.E. Up with that, the show that brings you interesting people, places, cultures, and subcultures here in the South Bay, the San Francisco Bay Area, the state of California, and beyond. And tonight, what's up with Andrezi? Who is Andrezi? And when can we expect to hear Andrezi at the top of the Billboard 100? Well, we have a very special show tonight featuring a local artist who is well on her way to becoming a superstar. Along with her is a team that seems to be very dedicated. He is the publicist. And tonight we're going to talk a lot about Andrasia, the music that they make as a team, and what's up with Andrasia. So let's start off with you. How did you become interested in music?
Since I was young, you know, all of my family, since I grew up, my mother, my father, my cousins, everybody around me pretty much did music and had an instrument in their hand. So, you know, since I was young, I've been exposed to it. So.
And you have a story. You came from Western Africa, correct?
Yeah, well, my grandparents were born in Cape Verde, and
which has a wonderful musical history.
yeah, it's actually a small island off the coast of West Africa, and that's where my grandparents are from. And I grew up listening to a lot of that music, so I like to kind of incorporate that in what I do as well.
And so, how'd you hook up with her?
Basically, I started doing music about like 4 years ago. Met her, she was interested in doing music and pursuing a career, and I was doing music, going to school at Expression.